Greetings everybody, this is Pavlos Laguretos for Wager Talk TV, breaking down the two quarterfinals for Wednesday in the Champions League. We already did Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Now it's time for the other one between Inter Milan and Bayern Munich. Before that, I wanted to invite you guys to go to my page at wt.buzz/pl. I have a nice 5% Champions League top bet loaded for this day, for Wednesday, and we're running hot in the last 9 days, 19 and 10 plus 18 units. We've been doing well with a lifetime of 10 and 4 in 5% UEFA totals, and of course 22 and 10 in all 5% totals. So head over to my page, wt.buzz/pl. We have a nice coupon code SOC7 to get 7 days of soccer for just $49. That includes the 5% and any other plays that I will load during that span. Now onwards to our free play. Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich. Inter Milan, they're plus 173 underdogs at home. The draw is at plus 265, and Bayern Munich are plus 153 favorites on the road. The Asian spread is set at Pick'em, and the Asian total is set at 2.75. Right off the bat, last week we took the under, and to be honest, it was going really well. But then the Inter Milan defense kind of slept, and they allowed Müller to pull even. Then it was Inter Milan who scored a nice goal with Fratesi. So in a 3-minute span, our over was dead. But I still think that was the correct call. Now this match, Inter Milan having won the first leg on the road, they progress to the semi-finals if they win or draw. But if they lose by exactly 1 goal, this match goes to extra time, and who knows what's going to happen there. Now, Inter Milan, they were clearly the better side in the pitch last week, and I expect them to be honest, even better at home. And I still haven't decided yet, but I might just take a small stake on Inter Milan draw no bet or a pick'em line, where the draw gets you a refund. It only loses if Bayern win. I'm not writing Bayern off, but if you can't beat them at home, it's going to be really, really hard to beat them on the road, because Inter Milan at home, they've only lost, I think, 1 game, and that was against AC Milan back in September. Yeah, it was just one home loss across all competitions at home. While Bayern Munich, they're missing Neuer, they're missing Davies, they're missing Upamecano. These are really, really important players for Bayern Munich's backline, and we also saw it in the weekend against Dortmund, where we won our 3%, of course, with Dortmund plus 1.25 goals in a match that easily turned into a goal fest. And that is why I'm not taking the under here, because you never know how this Bayern defense will react under Inter Milan's pressure. So I still like the under here as an afterthought, as a lean. So if it resonates with you, you can take the under. However, much like we said last week, this is the final season for Bayern Munich's Thomas Müller, who is now 35 years old. He's leaving the team after 25 years. The year is 2025. He wears number 25. The final is in Munich. So again, I know this might sound crazy to some of you, or maybe all of you, but I know a lot of bettors out there who are betting based on those numbers for Bayern Munich to reach the final, or even to win the Champions League that is played at home. However, they lost the first leg, and there is no guarantee they even get by Inter Milan. One thing is for certain, there's going to be a little bit of lineup switch. From what I've read, Thomas Müller is starting at number 10, so that's behind Harry Kane. And I think him and Harry Kane have the biggest motives to win this game. First of all, because Harry Kane never gets titles, and he wants a title for himself. And of course, Müller, because he's leaving Bayern and he wants a farewell, a good farewell, and a title in front of the Munich fans. Because again, the final is in Munich, Bayern Munich's home ground. Now, I don't like Harry Kane props. The guy can either, maybe score twice or be invisible throughout the entire game. I like Thomas Müller to have 1 or more shots on target, and DraftKings have this at minus 115. So Thomas Müller, shot on target, 1+ shot on target, minus 115. I think they made a mistake using these odds because, for example, FanDuel have it at minus 170. But why bet the minus 170 when you can bet the minus 115, right? And I think, you know, they're going to start Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller might not be the fastest guy there, might not be the most talented guy out there, but he has brains. He can find himself in important situations, like scoring situations, when he can move like off the ball. You saw it last week when he scored that goal. The entire Inter Milan backline ignored him, and he was right where he was supposed to be, and he scored. He has a lethal sense of goal. He has a very elevated motive for his team to go even further in this competition. And I think at the very least he'll get a shot on target. Now, I don't know if he scores, I don't know if he shoots 5 times, which he probably won't, but all we want is one header at the goal or one shot, you know, from the middle of the, you know, from inside the area. The price is right if you bet this at DraftKings. So if you shop around, again, at FanDuel have it at minus 170. I'm going to go with DraftKings, minus 115 for Thomas Muller to have one or more shots on target. And again, another lean I kind of lean on Inter Milan pick'em, and kind of to the under 2.75 in the Asian total, but I'm not touching that. I'm not getting burned again. So there you have it. The free play for Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, is Bayern Munich's Thomas Muller to have one more shots on target. Again, we have another free play for the Real Madrid versus Arsenal match. You can find that at Wager Talk's YouTube channel, and of course at my Twitter at @poly_WT. And you can visit my page wt.buzz/pl. That's the official page where I put out all my free plays, all my promos, and all my you know, premium, you know, just everything, updated streaks, everything. So you can use code SOC7 to get 7 days of soccer for just $49. And of course, you'll get my 5% Champions League top bet for Wednesday. Good luck and God bless.